Should we keep it going with the fact that ADAM22 let his wife of 7 years finally do a scene with an adult male star on camera? Why not? Let's keep it going.
So I've been with my girl for 7 years. We just got married. We're not in an open relationship, but from a porn perspective, we shoot with other girls, stuff like that, right?
Yeah. But no other guys busting her coochie and ass out.
Well, you guessed it. Over the weekend,
Something like that happened.
she filmed her first ever scene with another man.
Even if you are in the porn industry, it still seems weird seeing your wife get banged by another man, especially if he looks like this dude.
Hey guys, guess who I'm shooting with today? It's finally happening. Wow, I did not know you were gonna do that.
Yo, I'm really curious to see what some of y'all think about this. What would y'all do if this was your wife?
Welcome, my friends, to the RP Experience. Peace and love to my brothers and sisters out there. Thank you for hitting the like button, subscribing, sharing, and turn on all notifications so you know when I have a whole new video up. If you're new here, or even if you've been watching me for a while, watch 5 to 10 minutes of the video. And if you like the video, then hit the like button going out. I say that because I know that I can talk quite a bit, and a lot of you have limited time, so you might can't watch the full video, even though it helps me better if you watch the full video. So I'm trying to trim off as much as possible. But however, there are some people that have like 40 minutes to an hour, 2-3 hour videos. Well, they be streaming, but still, and people watch their whole thing. I've watched their whole thing, but usually I'm doing other stuff while I'm listening. Anyway, I've been rambling on a bit too much. Today's video is going to be about ADAM22, no jumper. He let his wife get smashed by a black dude. So, okay. But, however, though, we need full context here, because I know a lot of dudes are like, oh, hell no. And I totally agree with you guys right there. But see, he created this monster because he has an open relationship, and he's been doing things like this.
You know this, but me and my fiance, we have a podcast called Plug Talk where we interview girls and then we sleep with them. What do you think?
I just feel like I would do crazy shit that you guys aren't ready for.
Well, like take a shit on the couch or something?
No. No, like the way I like.
You're telling me you're that much crazier than the average woman?
I'm different.
You'll find anything to get your wet, won't you?
So you think we're just...
Well, I know you're... And I know Lena loves women.
I just want to get to know you a little better, you know?
No way! Oh my god!
You should come on.
Yeah.
I should come?
Yeah.
On where?
On the podcast.
Oh, but on what? Like her face? Your
On
face?
me.
Would you want to come on sometime?
I'm trying to initiate it like
I
right
would.
now.
I would love to. I would love to join.
It would be so incredible if it already happened.
You know what? They're gonna have to subscribe to find out.
Time travel is real.
So, as we can see, he had it made in heaven because he had his girl and his girl liked other girls, so he got to share in the fun of being with 2 women at once. Now, that is the trap with open relationships, because eventually it will come back to bite you in the ass. Most guys would not mind this. I mean, not to tell too much on myself, but I've dealt with a girl that was like bisexual, and she had like girls, and then she would want to. This was years and years and years ago. But however, though, that scene was a little too wild for me because anything can go down on any given Sunday. Something weird can go down, and that's not something I really wanted, especially not long term. Now, I'm glad I had a chance to experience it, but I will say that it's overrated in a way. Not at first, but like later when you start getting personalities and feelings involved. Anyway, I have a video by the Coffee Pot. I'm not going to play his whole thing, even though it's a real short one, but he's going to delve into it a little bit deeper than I can hear, but I can tell I had some information that he did not have. So we'll just add mine with his.
Joseph, YouTube, welcome to the Coffee Pod. It's Chisha's AI brother, here with another story. ADAM22's wife, Lena, aka Lena, the plug, does her first scene with the famous male adult film star Jason Love. So guys, it's time for another uncomfortable topic here on the Coffee Pod. Today we're going to be talking about ADAM22, host of the No Jumper podcast, and professional, P-star, and his wife Lena, who is going to shoot her first adult video with another man. Yes, you heard me right. ADAM22 is allowing another man to bust his wife's cheeks. And not just any man, we're talking about a black man. Yes, BBC.
Guys, guess who I'm shooting with today? It's finally happening. Wow, I did not know you were going to do that.
And I'll be honest, I'm slightly ignorant about this world of P-stars. I'm not the type of person who, if you pointed at an adult film star, could give you their name, but I know one thing: this guy is not the guy you want banging your wife with or without permission. I mean, if they go through with this, Adam really won't be looked at the same. But then again, he does make adult films, so maybe he doesn't give an F. From what I know about the No Jumper podcast, it started with ADAM22 interviewing rappers, and after that played its course, he's now transitioned into more controversial, political, and social issues, and has gone through a lot of drama during the transition. And I'm assuming him doubling down on the adult film stuff is another way of pivoting the direction of his platform. Now, with that being said, that was my take on what's going on with ADAM22 without any research of my own. Just what I've heard here and there from watching videos. But back to Jason Love, smashing ADAM22's wife. Listen, I'm not even sure if what I'm saying is disrespectful or not, because if you out here publicizing that your wife is going to smash another man, I'm assuming that this is something we can all talk about on platforms, am I right? This seems like a disrespectful conversation, but he has it on podcasts such as this one. Let's see what ADAM22 has to say about his wife Lena shooting her first scene with another man.
Exclusive cuts. He does great work.
Are you ready for my announcement?
This is Samoan work.
I would like to share this with you.
Oh yeah, come on, cuz.
All right. And I feel like Destiny might have a perspective on this. But so I've been with my girl for 7 years. We just got married. Mm-hmm. We're not in an open relationship, but with other girls, stuff like that, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But no other guys is busting her coochie.
Well, you guessed it. Over the weekend.
Oh no.
Something like that happened.
She filmed her first ever scene with another man.
I know you was mad.
Shit.
You was angry.
I agreed to it, so I wasn't. I say angry might not be the word.
But you was kind of like disappointed a little bit. Like, you vibe like, that's your cinch.
You know, I agreed to it. She gave me a lot of outs on the way in. Like, she kind of kept telling me, like, if you don't want me to, I won't do it.
You should
know?
have said no.
I said that I wanted her to do it.
I'm like, on top of millions of dollars, Adam. You didn't have to do that shit.
Fair enough, but I told her, I'm like, I think you should do it. Let's get it out the way.
So how do you vibe about it?
32.
Do I need to get you an Old English?
No, yeah, I don't need to drown the pain in Old English. But I was kind of surprised because I feel like I can like intellectualize it, and from my perspective, I don't think it should be a big deal. Yeah. But then after she actually did it, I'm not gonna lie, I did feel kind of odd. You know?
And I'm sure you did feel odd. And I'm pretty sure it has something to do with this conversation right here that I happened to find. Let's look at this.
Do you ever have that talk with Adam? Like, would he date you if you were doing that with other guys?
I mean, our relationship started and I was just doing the Snapchat thing, and then it kind of progressed within our relationship, so it never became a question.
Now, would you guys ever have a dude be in your scenes?
No. We got a one-way thing going here.
So you know you are the luckiest man alive, right?
I keep hearing that.
I said you're the new American dream.
He has the luckiest fucking life. He gets to have sex with her and porn stars and has threesomes. It's amazing.
Yes, it's amazing. Wow. Who could have thought that could go so left. I always think with things like that, when you're introducing other people into the relationship, whether you are telling your business or either you are doing sexual escapades, eventually something's going to go wrong. Somebody's going to catch feelings. Somebody's going to want to press the boundaries of that relationship to see how far they can go, or either they will feel bored. Now, to be fair to her, she's been accommodating him with the women. It would be only some time that she would want to experience another man. And this is where open relationships goes wrong. Like, hey, if you guys want to do that, that's your business. But I have to admit with myself, I'm kind of selfish. I mean, I don't even want other women involved. But if I had to choose between a woman or a man, I would choose a woman. But the thing is, though, when I'm dating a woman, especially if we're getting serious, you don't spring that on me years later or in the middle of the relationship or in the middle of the marriage of you want to be open now. Cause then I have to make a decision to leave. And I will say for all men to leave, because unless if you are like a high status guy that can easily get women, it's gonna be really off balance. She's gonna be able to go buck wild out there while you are stumbling and fumbling.
With a little bit of that feeling in the belly,
See,
you know?
on wood, like goddamn, like fight real,
Yeah.
like
Oh,
goddamn,
man.
like on wood.
Yo, I can just see now like academics live streaming this shit.
What about you, Flacco? You have a woman?
Let's stay on
Yes.
topic. It's fake.
On wood.
When your open relationship, you ever have this sort of thing where she hooks up with someone else and like at first at least, did it kind of rub you the wrong way, or is
I've actually thought a lot about this because I feel certain types of ways with random girls that I'll meet when they're banging other guys. And you know what I realized? So I'm going to give you a perspective that's super unique, and
Okay.
I don't expect anybody to be able to relate to it.
because our situation is different because you are in an open
Super
relationship.
open, yeah.
I'm just in like an open relationship.
Yeah.
You know.
The way that I feel is the only time I get like jealous of people is when I lose access to somebody. So for my wife, if she's I don't care. Girls, that's fine because we still have each other. The only time I'll get a little bit jealous is if there's a girl I'm seeing that's like really cool, and then she gets a boyfriend, and then we can't more. That's usually when I'm like, oh, that sucks.
Okay, that guy Destiny gives a different perspective to it, and now I can kind of see how some men and women can be in an open relationship. They don't mind somebody borrowing you, but they don't want to lose access to you. Now that makes sense. But most of us, like me, myself included, I feel like if I let somebody borrow something, they might not give it back. Or either it might not come back. So
2 years on that.
This microphone don't like me. For real. And of course, I guess I should have got a more expensive one. But hey, once I get 1,000 subscribers, I will invest in a much more better microphone. Even though I like you most days. Anyway, what the hell was I saying? Okay, I was saying about sharing a person. Yeah, so I don't like that. That's where I agree with women that men will cheat on them and then they feel a certain kind of way. Now, I understand the urge that men have because a lot of us need it often, even if it's self-pleasure or something. We need it often. But on the other hand, after a conversation with a woman, a lot of them will not feel like they're enough or something. And to women watching that's not necessarily the thing. Now, it depends if he's doing a whole woman, but most of the time when he's engaging in prom, that adult entertainment thing, it has more to do with a habit that he formed even before he even met you, and not saying his excuse, but it's kind of like drinking or smoking or something like that. If you've been doing it for years before you met a person, it's going to be hard to just stop. Now, maybe you can curb it or try to limit it down, but you're going to have to wean your way off of that or something. Anyway, that's a totally different conversation. In Destiny's case, he's not one of my favorite YouTubers because most of the things that I heard him say, I'm scratching my head or something. But I noticed he's married to Lena, a woman that I defended one time. Well, because I saw her point of view when Myron said that he would have multiple women and that she would say, in so many words, that she would not be okay with that, and a lot of women would not like that. Now, the thing is, though, after Destiny said what he said right there, Melina, you're kind of calling the kettle black here because you are having your fill of women. This is what Destiny said, okay? Unless if he talking about some other woman that he's married to, you're having your fill of women that you can fool around with. And meanwhile, I don't think he's allowed to fool around with other women. And of course, though, she can say like, well, he can fool around with other men, but not other women. Okay, it doesn't, if a person's heterosexual and their preference is a certain gender, you know, if you are bisexual, you are cheating. That's why I don't always like dealing with women that's under that umbrella right there, because they can play for either team, and a lot of times they will try to get over. I'm trying not to talk too much, so you pretty much get the gist right here. This guy, ADAM22, decided to let some other man smash his wife, and now he's feeling a certain kind of way about it. Even though he didn't give no thought of when he was smashing all those women, even though she seemed okay with it. But eventually she was going to want to do her own thing. And of course she went for a black guy and a pretty big black guy. So I can expect them to get divorced at some point in the future, and for this to be a problem. You guys that are still here, hit the like button going out. Give me a subscribe, please. Thank you very much, and have a good day.
Your man is probably in my fucking DMs, and I could have had him as a body literally last week if I wanted to.
Woo!